What's your name? Is
Hello.
your name
Irolo.
Iota? What is it?
Irolo.
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 So, tell me your stats, Sean.
I am 15 strength, 12 dexterity, 13 con, 9 int, 16 wisdom, and 8 charisma. Not very charismatic. I spend a lot of time in the forest.
So that's +1, 0, +1, 0, +2, and -1. Very
Yes.
cool. Your current HP is 6 plus con is 19. What's your armor?
My armor, I have only hide armor. A shield is a tool of civilization.
Okay, so that's 1 armor.
Just one.
And what's your alignment?
Chaotic.
Destroy a symbol of civilization. What's your race?
Elf.
We're racking up the elves here. Cool. The sap of the elder trees flows within you. In addition to any other attunements, the Great Forest is always considered your land. So, born of the soil, choose one of the following. It is the land to which you are attuned. When shape-shifting, you may take the shape of any animal who might live in your land.
The Great Forests.
And...
And two.
Wait,
Yes.
what?
because you are an elf, the Great Forest is always considered your land.
I said that and I was like, I'm done.
Oh, wait, let me see. Maybe...
Is that?
No, you know what? Yeah, in addition to any other attunements. So you get to choose one, and you also get the Great Forests for free.
And I get to choose one animal from that.
No. You get to choose another attunement.
Yeah, sorry, I get to choose another thing, and I can become animals from that. I skipped a lot of words. I don't know. I have no idea. The open sea. So I can just become a jellyfish on land if
and
need
then
be.
Die.
That sounds like an excellent choice.
Open sea it is. I'm not backing down from that.
So you are level 1. You have 3 XP. Tell me about your gear. You have hide armor. You are not using a shield. What is your armament?
Shillalag!
Shillalag.
You just picked that because you like how it's...
I looked it up, and it basically looked like a staff, but I don't...
Damn, your strength is 6 plus... So, Lord Wyman, your load is 18. Irola, your load is 21. And you chose a shillelagh. Cool. And choose one. Adventuring gear, poultices, halfling pipe leaf.
Poultices and herbs.
Okay. 2 uses, 1 weight. Let's see. That's probably a special thing as well. Going back to the gear. Poultices and herbs. 2 uses. Oh, shit. When you drink... Wait, no. When you carefully treat someone's wounds with poultices and herbs, heal them of 7 damage and expend a use. That's some good healing.
Ooh. God, I heal better than my cleric ever did.
So true.
My acid-punching cleric.
Did he ever cast a heal, Sean? I think you healed in the tower or something.
I healed a lot in the first hour.
I think he did. Yeah, I think he healed quite a bit in the
tower.
first, but like later on, he wasn't as...
He just talked to rocks and shit.
Well, no, there was nothing to heal. I was busy punching in battle, and none of you were injured.
He didn't talk to the stone in the beginning when Steven was like, the thing is made of stone, and I was like, can I tell him that it's stone? Like,
missing those cues, man.
Steven said I didn't know, so I couldn't say anything.
All right, let's hear from Rock.
Yep.
Rock. Tell me your stats, Rock.
Can I like totally interrupt again?
No, it's not.
Yes.
There's a cool element that I want in there because it says choose a physical attribute that marks you as born of the soil that reflects the spirit of your land.
Whoa, what?
At the end of starting moves, born of the soil.
Choose a tell, a physical. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah,
what's your tell?
So this is what I want. Like, I love those twisting rooted base. I can't remember the name of the tree, but just has like all the really twisting. Looks like coiled roots, basically. So all my veins and muscles have that sort of corded, weird like round. They're not like in straight lines of muscle, but just the weird coiled look to it. Yeah, look. it looks like there's roots twisting underneath my arms, and I have
That's wild. I love it.
I have a tree root from the great tree at the heart of the forest that is part of me. So there's one distinct actual root that grows on the outside of my right arm, so I can punch people with the power of wood.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, Rock.
13 strength,
stats.
which is +1.
13?
Yeah.
Yeah.
8 dex, which is -1. 16 con, which is +2. 9 intelligence, which is +0. 12 wisdom, which is +0. And 15 charisma, which is +1.
Cool. 1, -1, 2,
0, 0, 1.
0, 0, 1. Awesome. Your current HP is 10 plus Constitution, 26.
Yeah.
26 HP. What's your armor?
3.
Tank.
3 armor. JP is not going to die. What's your alignment?
Good.
Good. Endanger yourself to protect someone weaker than you. Notably, the defend move will probably become your best friend.
Okay.
You are human, so you get this move. When you pray for guidance, even for a moment, and ask, what here is evil? The GM will tell you honestly. Let's see here. Your level is 1. You have 3 XP because it's not your first
So I need
rodeo.
to choose my quest. When you dedicate yourself to a mission through prayer and ritual cleansing, state what you set out to do. I get to choose this as a starting move, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I defend the weak from the iniquities that beset them.
Ooh, defend the weak.
Dude, I tried defending the weak earlier. It's total drag. It's not worth it.
That's so. And then choose up to 2
I don't know. I'm
boons.
gonna miss you guys' characters. They were awesome.
Yeah.
Can I just be really OP and say invulnerability to magic? Or do I have to choose a school of magic?
Magic. Magic is too broad.
So I would have to choose a type?
I'll let you choose a school of magic and be invulnerable to that.
What are the schools of... Actually, no. Let's go with... Let me think on that a second. I'll answer you once we get to everything else. The other one is a freedom from hunger, thirst, or sleep.
Freedom from hunger, thirst, or sleep.
Man.
Wow.
And
I
then
could watch so much more Netflix so I didn't have to sleep. That'd be really great.
You got to tell me what vow or vows are required of myself to maintain the blessing.
Cool. Let's see here. Defend the weak from the iniquities that beset them. Yeah. You don't... So, how do you see that meshing with the dungeon itself?
With the dungeon that we were in?
Yeah. Because you have to be on the quest and like actively pursuing it in order to get the benefits.
Right. Maybe comfort to those in need, no matter who they are. The last one.
Got it. So you think that like maybe the people nearby the dungeon are the weak and they are suffering under its influences?
Oh.
Yeah, sure. Or even the party. Or
You know,
or anyone that we meet within the dungeon itself, I have to comfort them no matter what.
Yeah. So let me see here.
Or we can just do something really boring and say truth, and I can't ever lie.
No, I will totally say you have a vow of hospitality.
Okay.
And a vow of honor.
Okay. So that means cowardly tactics and tricks are forbidden for me.
Yep, exactly. Tell me about your gear. Your load is 12 plus your strength.
So I have 25 load.
25 load.
I start with dungeon rations, 1. Scale armor, which is 2 armor, 3 weight. And some mark of faith, which I have to describe to you.
Yep.
I don't know what that could be. Let's say it's a coin. It's the only money I've ever taken in my entire life because I don't think money is worth anything, and only the act of valor and good-hearted acts are the only thing worth in life.
It's not worth it because I did that with Fink and I punched acid to death. So
yeah, but my character is 9 intelligence, but he's not that dumb.
he's not 8 intelligence.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a -1 penalty for intelligence, but when he says stuff, he literally +0 thinks about it.
Yeah.
Sean, what JP is trying to say is he thinks your character is pretty dumb.
Well,
he was one less dumb than Rock, is what I'm trying to say.
What's Fink gonna do? He's sitting dissolved beside a corpse of a talkative old lady.
His bones are moldering.
Exactly.
All right, so did you take adventuring gear or dungeon rations and healing potion?
I took dungeon rations and healing potion. And so you said when it says choose your weapon, I have both those weapons, a halberd and a longsword. And
Sounds
shield.
cool.
Okay. All right.
If you want to accept the two weight from each of them, yeah.
Yeah, I've got 25 load. That's fine.
So I'm just curious, does
I'm at
JP worship
10
Muner? The god of hospitality.
I don't get to choose my god till I have defined favor, so I have to be level 2 for that.
Unless you draw a lot of cards.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you can still be worshiping him if you want, but like you're not really dedicated to him yet. Up to you. Okay, cool. So
and I'll let you know about my invulnerability here in a second.
Your halberd is reach, +1 damage, 2-handed, and 2 weight. Your longsword is close, +1 damage, and 1 weight, and shield +1 armor and 2 weight. Very cool.
I'm curious though, what happened with Nose?
Nose ran off when he got free of the gelatinous cube.
Okay.
He ran up the stairs, I think we may remember. And then after everybody died, he just kept going. All right, very cool. So file, save as, there, and this is Rock the Paladin. Okay, so...
That sounds like a music festival.
I'm going to say that... so hang on. Once we come back, we will be outside the secret entrance of the dungeon again. You guys can dictate that you have bought whatever you would like to have bought. Though I don't think any of you have started with any coin. We'll cover bonds as soon as we come back, and then we'll kickstart our dungeoneering adventure once again.
Right.
So, we'll take a 5-minute break and come back.
Cool.
For our last hour.
All right. Hello, so you guys, welcome back to the final hour of RollPlay R&D, week number 4. We got a new party. We're all outside of the same dungeon that we all died in. Well, 2 characters died in hour number 2. So, Steven, go ahead.
Yeah. So, let's do our bonds so that we can establish our new party members. So, opening up the sheets here, Lord Wyman. What are your bonds, and what is your motivation for going on this quest?
Well, I'm glad you asked me about my motivation, because while you were all talking in the corner about such drivelous like adventuring, I wrote a little song to tell you exactly what my motivations are in this world. History and knowledge is what I seek, a quest for the strong and not for the weak. These tales bored me, whether short or long, so I began my adventures to sing my own songs. Slaying a dragon or looting a treasure, song was my vice, but this was my pleasure, to sing of tales all across the world. I'll be the richest bard with all of the girls.
Oh my God, that's pretty awesome.
Lord.
Okay, we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. It's been a good show.
Oh God.
Lavelli is like clapping and
That's pretty good.
Praise.
That wasn't even like a limerick. It was.
Well, I'm a bard. Of course, it's good. By the way, cleric, what's your not cleric, druid? What's your name again, druid?
Irolo. Vanguard of the forest.
Thank you. My bonds were going to be I think my bond should be with Belle. Originally, I wanted them to be trusted or does not trust me because of Duncan, but she kind of negated that by saying she still believed in the bards. So I think that this is not going to be my first adventure with Belle. That's sort of in initially finding one another. We've maybe done some other things.
Yeah, sure, totally. Tell me about the adventure that. So it's been like 3 weeks now, by the way. Lobelia has been searching around JON to find a couple able-bodied men or women who can join her on her adventure, and she found this motley crew. What adventure did you have together?
Well, actually, I mean, maybe Belle will go into more detail, but she showed me this orb of fire and smoke that she said an old traveler of hers used to have, and we searched many a magical shop to try to find the identity or what the hell this thing did, and we ran up against many monsters and sung many tales along the way. Ultimately, we did not find out about the orb, but I believe it is still in her possession.
Lord Wyman, did you want to ask me a single question about this orb, since it is your area of expertise?
Yes. This orb you see in Lobelia's hand, please, oh good, wise GM named Steven, tell us what you can.
This orb is an orb of ley energy. When smashed against the floor, it creates a ritual space that remains for an indeterminate amount of time that allows a wizard to work powerful, nearly incomprehensible magics.
Oh, Jesus. And then she fucking had her throw a dagger through an acid monster. She could have smashed the orb. Oh, Lady Amsel. Jesus, what a senile. Oh.
I've heard some stories about this Lady Amsel that you speak, but nothing of this orb she had. Very good.
Lord Wyman, do you have any other bonds?
Oh, yes. I think that Rock has trusted me with a secret.
Ooh. Rock, what secret did you trust Lord Wyman with?
Is your character married or no?
Good sir, can a bard have fun while being married? I think not.
Well, I mean, you could. That could be the secret.
It could be the secret.
Well, it's a secret about you, Lord Rock.
Oh, it's a secret about me. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
nice
that changes
try
everything.
spilling all the
So-
beans over there, Rock.
Is maybe that your secret?
No, I'm only married to my god. What is the secret?
Have a think about it. We'll come back to it later.
Yeah.
Yes, think about it.
Irolo, what are your bonds?
Wyman smells more like prey than hunter.
So true.
I'm gonna eat
Each
him.
other?
The spirits have told me that Rock has great danger following him.
Rock. Cool.
I have showed Lobelia a secret right of the land. Lobelia has tasted my blood and I theirs. We are bound by it.
So this also is not your first rodeo with Lobelia.
Well, Lobelia came out distraught, emotionally scarred, and wandered into the forest, delusional, helpless and flailing, like a wacky flailing arm inflatable tube man.
Yeah. Okay, good.
And I returned back to character to say that I stumbled across Lobelia in the forest, wounded. But the spirits told me, the whispers of the forest revealed a certain warmth about her. I cared for her, made sure that she could be nurtured back to good health, which she came back to very quickly, a good sign the spirits have seen strength in young Lobelia. Are you young? How old are you?
Well, I mean, I'm young in halfling ages, but I'm like probably at this point. How many years has it been since I met my old party?
Okay.
Oh, it's been like 3 weeks.
Oh, okay, so I'm like 99 years old.
And because the spirits showed me someone who was so great and true, someone who could be trusted with our secrets, I brought her to the great tree of life, the tree at the center of the forest, the heart of the forest, the root of which is in my arm. Lady Lobelia, I showed her the ancient rite of restorative powers that only the tree of life will give to those who are trusted by the forest. Because even though the forest is many things, the forest in itself has trusted friends and mortal enemies.
Cool. All right, Rock. What are your bonds?
Well, the secret that I have with Lord Wyman is that, so I guess to start off with, Lord Wyman has stood by me in battle and can be trusted completely. Is my first bond.
No.
I don't know how we solve that because it's so positive, but I guess we'll figure it out.
Well, that's the problem I had with my character, because I was like, yeah, I want to help out everyone.
So I
And
guess
they
I
feel
learned not to
resentful.
trust him, and that breaks the bond.
Yeah.
Yes, learning not to trust him can break the bond. Or if like your relationship goes to a different level, you can have that break the bond as well.
What are you saying
or
there,
resolve
Steven?
the bond. And just be like, you know, something where he doesn't just stand by you in battle, but you don't just trust him. You know that he can act independently.
Okay.
Something like that.
Well,
You
yeah,
know.
we'll figure it out. So the secret that Lord Wyman knows is that I met Lord Wyman when my brother Duncan was traveling, and he's an actual. He used to be. Bards know each other, right? They run in the same circles. So I latched on to Wyman because I thought he was a better bard than Duncan, and Duncan was an asshole of a brother.
Yep. So your secret maybe is that Duncan is your brother.
Yeah, that's the secret.
Okay. Do you have any other Rock?
Juicy.
Oh man,
Is my hold on, I'm writing this down. I respect the beliefs
that
of
plot twist.
I respect the beliefs of Irolo, but hope they will someday see the true way.
Amen.
And Lobelia is a brave soul. I have much to learn from them.
Beautiful. So beautiful.
Also,
Right.
also, Irolo's misguided behavior endangers their very soul. So once again, me and Sean hate each other.
Beautiful. Okay, cool. So, here we stand. Lobelia having used her tricks of the trade to secretly open the secret door behind the Daggerfall. Before we step forwards, Lobelia, did you purchase anything in town?
I would probably say that I probably purchased some more rations so that I could make my adventure forth to this new location.
Okay, so each use of rations, or each 5 uses of rations, costs 3 coins. It looks like, so let me see, Lord Wyman.
Since I've traveled this far before, I know that there's about 3 days worth of rations to this location. So I make sure that I am well aware and have that amount on top of what I've normally had. So I'd say probably about even to where I was before. But
So you have,
I'm lower on coins, so I probably have about 78 coins. Yeah, that's correct.
did you buy 2 rations?
Yes.
Okay. How much coin do you have?
I had 80, but now
Yeah,
I'm down
good.
to 78.
I thought you said 7 or 8, and I was like,
No, that's a lot.
yeah.
So I'm back down to 10 rations because it takes about 3 to get to where we are, right?
So rations 10. Did you buy any rations for the rest of your crew?
Yeah.
They're
no
all
one-
poor.
Oh, they are.
Now, I need no rations. I'm
Is
a
that
druid.
true?
Yeah, man.
What? Spirit tongue shapeshifter? Oh my god, that's amazing. By nature sustained. You don't need to eat or drink.
So Bard has the Bard not accumulated his own money to accomplish his own?
No.
Okay. And
Well,
are they friendly?
seeing Irolo say that you're a he, right, Sean? You're a male. Okay, I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Saying that he doesn't need food or rations or anything. I speak up and say like I don't need them either, and I give Sean's character a glare.
That's also true. Holy crap. Totally ignoring rations. So
Wait, you ignore rations too?
I do, yes. I only need God, and so do you.
Awesome.
All right, well then only our bard needs some money from me, so I offer him 5 coin to start off with. He can do whatever he might with it. Hopefully he buys some rations with it.
I'll purchase some rations with this coin you've just given me.
Okay.
I believe it is 2 coin for 10 rations. Is that correct?
3 10 rations.
For 10, that is exactly what
for
I'll
5,
take, good
sorry.
sir.
3 for 5.
3 for 5?
Yep.
Young Bell, it seems like I'm short. Certainly
I
one
gave
additional
you 5
5.
coin. I give you 5 coin.
Shouldn't I depart with 10 rations on this adventure? What if I lose my voice or I get parched?
I offer him enough for whatever he needs. I find it fit.
10 rations it is.
All right.
So how much is that I need to provide
One
him with?
coin.
With
One
6
additional.
coin.
6 coin. Okay, so I'm down to 72.
I giggle to myself at the clear weakness of this young bard, the only one who's desperate to keep rations on his journey.
So,
I
what wine
may
are
look
you?
weak and frail to you, but I will split your body in 2 through song or sword, whichever you choose. The outcome, I win. Your outcomes, you lose.
Wow, I want to hurl limericks back, but the spirit of the forest would not do that. Damn it.
I try to calm them all and say that we're all on the same side, that where we need to journey, we need to all be on the same side.
Or go
Awesome.
inside, Rock says.
Okay, so I just want to confirm. You
Too
guys
much
are
rhyming
okay?
going on right now.
You guys are all okay for another half hour of play?
Yes, very yes, because at the very least, because I was the reason the show started late. I was returning to my house,
Maggie?
so for show.
I'm supposed to have like a dinner with some people, so I probably need to go actually. And I hate to be that one.
Well, okay, no, here, how about this? Because again, it was like my issue being unable to arrive on time because I'm awesome. Maybe we go a little longer in one of the future episodes.
That's fine.
Does it sound?
That
Does that
works for
sound
me. I mean, I can plan in the future to stay a little longer. I just can't for this one because there's a lot of people in town for the EQ and landmark stuff, and I have dinner plans with them.
Okay, well, then it sounds like JP's McDaniels.
Yeah, do shout-outs. I don't know how I'm going to cut this VOD, but we'll figure it out afterwards. Sean, go ahead.
I'd like to give you a huge shout out, of course, to the Day Nights. I saw, of course, Trumpet M Cool and Sad B chatting in chat. Pleasure to have you. And, of course, I'd like to give a thanks to JP, who did not force me to do this in any bastard-like way at all. Was just sweet and encouraging and pleasant about, hey, you should totally do this. I think you'd have a lot of fun. Even though I have a really busy schedule, JP was extremely accommodating to be able to make this happen. And I'm having a shitload of fun. So thanks, JP, for getting me to roleplay. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Glad you're having
fuck,
fun.
I died. Fuck.
Fuck.
Shit.
I'm
You
putting a
did that.
black wreath on my door for a week for Lady Amsel.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
and you'll leave it there for 5 months because you forgot about it, much like
There you go. There you go. Wheat, do some shout-outs.
Shout outs to Lady Amsel. Man, I really love to play you, but I'm sorry that you had to die. I just wanted you to be heroic, and I take full responsibility. Mostly, though, I blame it on Steven. So thank you guys for watching, though. I had a blast. I'm looking forward to see what happens with the new characters. I'll be probably streaming later and tomorrow. So if you don't watch the Super Bowl, you could come and hang out with me. I'll be doing whatever. So maybe some dodo with JP later if I can convince him to do it. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Steven, do some shout-outs.
Thanks, you guys. This is totally awesome. And it's like, you guys don't know how fun it is to play a game as the GM where you're free to kill your characters. Because usually when you play a game, it's like, oh, we're like really super attached and we're telling this overarching story. And it's like, if a character dies, it's like this huge thing and whatever. So the fact that we're doing this different style of game means I get to do a lot of fun stuff. So thank you all for doing that with me. I work on Eternal Crusade. It's a Warhammer 40,000 PvP-based MMO. That's a third-person shooter. It's going to be awesome. It's not coming out until 2015, so don't get super excited, but get a little bit excited. And I'm going to do a Q&A on Reddit. Of course, I'm going to drop that link into chat right now. So, that's the end.
Cool. Last but not least, Maggie, go ahead.
Oh man, that was nuts. I'm sorry for the people on Twitter who I gave spoilers to, but Lady Amsel, Fink, a moment of silence for both of you. Fantastic characters. Love them both. I'm excited to see the 2 new characters that you both have created, though, and as well as JP. I think it's going to be awesome, and I hope that, Duncan returns at some point in the story as well. Craziness. As well as, thank you, Steven, for being our awesome DM, and JP for inviting me to this craziness that is Roleplay R&D. Like I've said so many times, hearing from you guys who have never played an RP game, and this is like your first time, and you're like kind of joining them. I've heard a lot of stories throughout the week where you guys are saying, like, I just started playing an RP game. I just started playing Dungeon World or Apocalypse World just because you guys have inspired me. That means so much. Like, you have no idea. Roleplay games have been with me throughout my whole life, and I hope that you guys enjoy it and you continue to make great stories. And I know all of us here would love to hear your stories. So keep telling us, keep posting on itmeJP's Reddit, letting us know your guys' stories. Love the fanfic art you guys are making. Wonderful, wonderful art. We love it. My favorite so far has been the one of Steven with the heads of all of our characters. Hilarious. Totally way too graphic for some people, but
Yep.
fantastic art. If you want to follow me, myself, you can go to @PerfectStorm below me. I tweet all the things that I'm doing. You can also check out my website, margaretcron.com. I stream. I do all kinds of awesome things with gaming and anime and things like that.
I have one more shout out before we go, which is that Adam Kubel, the writer, one of the 2 writers of Dungeon World, tweeted at me earlier. He said, we sold 376 copies of the Dungeon World PDF through DriveThruRPG, that's a website, alone this month. That's our 4th most ever in 30 days, our best since February 2013.
Yeah, that's totally awesome.
So
Nice.
thank you to everybody out there who's buying this game. It's awesome way to support these guys. It's definitely in the game. If you are interested in it, here is the link in chat right now. Definitely go check it out.
And if you're mentioning that is www.dungeon-world.com/buy.
Yep.
There you go. There you go. All right, cool. We'll let you guys know when we're playing next. Probably will be next Saturday, but we got to see if there's this other show that actually exists is going to happen. I don't know what the name of it is because it's been so long since we've actually had it. But we'll let you guys know if there will be 2 shows.
And I believe we're going to try to go for a longer episode than 4 hours, so keep that in mind as well.
What's the episode that...
I don't know, Sean.
I don't know.
Yeah, Sean actually
Sean doesn't know.
My
Sean's
mind's
not
going a
in
little
with
dark trying to remember this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't either,
I feel
Sean.
like naming it would actually be heresy.
Yeah, that's why we can't.
Yeah.
It might actually be Dark Heresy,
We
Steven.
Can't mention it.
That's really bad.
We can't mention it. All right. We'll let you guys know when we are playing. You can always come into the channel and do !roleplay, and that'll give you all the updated times. But thank you all for joining us this week. We'll see you next week for some more Roleplay R&D. We are out. Have a great Saturday. And if you are American, have fun watching the Super Bowl tomorrow. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye.